Hi you guys, my name is Oshun the Great, and welcome to my beautiful channel. Okay. Quick update, I just moved into the staff room of my hostel life in San Diego, so I'm officially a staff member. But yeah, I'll give you guys an update of how that's been going. But today I wanted to make a video about shame around sexuality because I know a lot of people have issues with shame and sex, as well as I do, especially if you had any sexual traumas or rape or incest, anything like that happen to you. Of course, you could be having a hard time with owning your sexuality, but owning your sexuality, hardships also come by slut shaming or just pressures of everyday society. I wanted to touch on how it's basically an illusion, meaning shame is something that's bestowed upon us, and it's usually created from authority figures such as religion or parents or just the way things are set up to control people to act right, whatever that is, or act a certain way that is pleasurable for the person bestowing that upon the person they're trying to control. And so, knowing that is a good way to try to understand why we have so much shame and guilt around sexuality. That is the first step we can do, and if we're trying to basically own our sexuality more. Um, I'm just making. Who is there? No, I'm just making a video. But the first step is always acknowledging the issue and where it's stemming from. So knowing that the shame is not created from thin air, not from just an illusion or like for no reason, is because maybe you grew up in a very religious background or your parents had this very limiting belief around sex or everything in regards to sex was deemed bad. Um, but we have to basically acknowledge these limiting beliefs and start putting into place what we want to believe. Our whole life is stemmed around what we want, and simple as that. Even sexuality is how we want to feel. So if we take, oh, sex is bad, and change it to sex is natural or sex is good or I love sex, it's not. We have to understand that it's not bad to like sex, and that is natural. It's a natural human being. It's a natural trait of human beings. And a lot of times, when we, it's not everything to do with who we are, but it is a huge part. Like, if we can't accept our sexuality, then we have a hard time accepting who we are on this planet, and it creates a huge imbalance. And it's really something that has to be looked at on a daily basis and say, look, am I enjoying my sex life, or am I enjoying at least pleasure? Do I know how to pleasure myself? Do I know how to please myself? Or am I comfortable being a prude or being sexually active? You have to ask yourself these questions on a daily basis. And if not, how can I change that to where I'm comfortable? This is also, again, owning your own kinks, owning what you're into, owning your womanhood, owning your manhood, owning your transgender, owning that you're gay. All of these things is a large spectrum of um, accepting your sexuality, but a part of it again is understanding that where the shame stems from, and understand that it's an illusion, and that illusion can be broken. Um, and it takes practice. It's not something that's going to obviously happen overnight. And obviously you want to just start exploring and explore in a safe environment, so in environments you feel safe with, people you feel safe with, um, and at your own pace. You don't have to rush anything. You don't have to be so quick to um, force yourself to be a certain way or see yourself as this sexual vixen or something crazy. But that's what I kind of have a hard time is, like, I in the past I would be so comfortable with sexuality and being nude, but something happened along the lines where I stopped being so free. But now I'm on a journey of refining that freedom or that sexuality, embracing it more, But it takes time, especially if you've been through so much harsh conditioning, especially from people close to you, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, family, whatever the case may be. We have to start taking our power back, dressing how we want to dress. Um, you know, understanding that it's okay to feel good in a sexual way. It's okay to feel sexy, to look sexy, to be sexually desired, because a lot of that is goes into play of whether you accept your sexuality or not. Some of us, we want to do half the work, but some, like for example, we want to pleasure ourselves, but when we go out into the real world, we can't accept compliments about our bodies or about our looks, or take uh, understand that people do desire you or theme you. But yeah, so this is just my little rant of um, how we can start owning our sexuality more. Just understand that shame is an illusion and that it's bestowed upon you. It's nothing that you're doing that is wrong. Right and wrong is an illusion. You decide what you like in your life, and that includes sexuality. But yeah, hopefully this is the start or introduction to more videos. Be dope, be you unapologetically. Peace.